Hello and welcome back to Kim Reads as we continue with Happy Birthday Molly, Chapter 4, Planning the Party. The very next day, Molly and Emily wrote out the invitations to their shared birthday party. Emily showed the proper way to word the invitations. You see, Emily said, in England we do invitations like this. Emily pushed her wispy hair behind her ears, hunched over the paper, and wrote, Mrs. James McIntyre requests the honor of your presence at a tea to celebrate the birthdays of Miss Molly McIntyre and Miss Emily Bennett. Saturday, the 22nd of April, from 4 o'clock at her home. That's wonderful, said Molly. It's so English. Emily smiled. The only thing is, I'm a little worried because I don't think any of my friends really drink tea, said Emily, so we should probably have cocoa instead. Emily said slowly, in England, it's always real tea. I suppose you put lots of hot milk and honey in the tea, that way your friends will like it. I guess so, said Molly. Usually at a birthday party, we have cold milk with peanut butter and sandwiches or hot dogs. Of course, at Alex and Hargate's party, we had ginger ale. Emily shook her head. In England, we have tea sandwiches, not peanut butter or hot dogs. Tea sandwiches are very thin, not like American sandwiches, and the crusts are cut off. Well, that's okay, said Molly. What's in the sandwiches? Meat paste or watercress, said Emily. Meat paste? Asked Molly. What's that? Emily explained, it's a paste sort of like peanut butter, only made of ground meat, maybe ham or liver. Liver? Said Molly, horrified. I don't think my friends will like that. Molly sighed. I suppose we could just have bread and butter. Butter is ration, said Molly. It'll have to be bread and margarine. Very well, said Emily. Anyway, said Molly, everyone mostly just eats ice cream and cake at a birthday party. In England, we don't have ice cream at tea, said Emily. No ice cream? Not even when it's birthday tea party? You just have plain old cake? Molly asked. Oh, no, indeed, said Emily. Not plain cake. At a tea party, you'd have something special. Let's see. It's not proper to have a tree of cold pudding at tea. You have little cakes or a tart. Yes, I think a tart. A lemon tart. Wait a minute, said Molly. She wasn't absolutely sure what a lemon tart was, but she didn't like the sound of it. Are you sure we're having a lemon tart instead of a regular cake? Emily said yes. But what do you put the candles in? Sputtered Molly. And what do you write happy birthday on? Emily didn't answer. Listen, Emily, said Molly, my very favorite birthday thing, what I myself like best is a big layer cake. It's not a birthday party without a cake, and what Mrs. Guilford has saved enough money of our corporation for a chocolate frosting this year. I know you'll like it. Emily didn't say anything, so Molly went on. Maybe we can make the cake look English. We could probably make it in the shape of a castle or something. Her voice trailed off. The two girls sat in stony silence. At last, Molly said, what if we had an American cake, but all the rest of it was English? Then it wouldn't be a proper English princess tea at all, said Emily. Yes, it would, said Molly. No, said Emily briskly. It would not. Okay, said Molly, as long as you're sure what the princess would have. Oh, yes, said Molly, I'm sure. Then let's go tell Mom about the food, Molly said to Emily, but to herself she said, margarine sandwiches, milky tea, and a lemon tart. Maybe this tea party was not such a hot idea after all. But all the girls at school thought the tea party was absolutely wonderful. All week long, while they were playing jump rope and dodgeball and hopscotch in the fresh spring sunshine, all anyone talked about was Emily's tea party. How simply elegant, gushed Susan. It's so grown up. I've never had real tea before. You're so lucky, Molly, said Allison Hargate. Yet Emily can tell you how everything is done in England. Everyone envied Molly so much. She began to think she must be really lucky. No one else seemed to think a lemon tart was so bad. By the night before the party, Molly and Emily felt jittery with excitement as they blew up balloons and made party hats. Hey, Emily, said Molly, we better not make crowns for ourselves. Crowns? Asked Emily. Sure, so everyone will know we're princesses. Molly said, I think I have two long dress-up dresses we can wear. Emily laughed softly. Oh, Molly, you're thinking of fairy tale princesses. Princess Elizabeth and Princess Margaret Rose were normal crows. I've seen pictures of them in crowns and long dresses, said Molly stubbornly. Remember? There's a picture like that in your scrapbook. The picture was taken when their father was crowned King of England, said Emily. They don't wear those clothes for a tea party. Oh, said Molly. She had found herself cursing deep in the billow of a skirt. Well, at least I have a nice party dress from last year. In fact, since it's a wartime party, the princesses would probably wear skirts and jumpers. You call them sweaters," said Emily. They dressed just as usual. This was too much. "I'm not wearing boring old school clothes to my birthday party," Molly said finally. "All the other girls will have on their party dresses." "The princesses," Emily began. "I don't care," said Molly. "I'm going to wear my party dress, and that's fine. But then we won't look like princesses," said Emily. "Too bad," said Molly. "But then we won't look the same," said Emily. All of a sudden, Molly realized that Emily didn't have a party dress. She squirmed. No wonder Emily wanted them to wear skirts and sweaters. Molly felt sorry for Emily just then. "Oh, all right, we'll wear regular clothes so we'll look like princesses." The girls went back to decorating. They put poppers, candy cups, and blowouts at each place on the table. They hung crepe paper streamers up across the ceiling. The room began to look ready for a wonderful party. Through the doors in the living room, the girls could hear a radio show beginning. Molly sang along with the music. "My country, 'tis of thee," she stirred Emily, singing softly to the same tune. Emily was singing, "God save our noble king." "That's an American song," said Molly. "The words are 'My country, 'tis of thee.'" "No, the words are 'God save our noble king,'" said Emily. "It's a British song." "It is not," said Molly. "It is too," said Emily. "It's our national anthem." "Well, it was an American song now," said Molly. "It was a British song first," said Emily. "You Americans think everything in the world belongs to you." "We do not," said Molly. "Would you two cut it out?" said Ricky. "I'm going to listen to a program." Molly and Emily were quiet. Molly felt as if the heat were turned on too high in the room. She took off her sweater and tossed it on the floor. "Molly, please," said Mrs. McIntyre. "Don't throw your clothes around like that. Can't you take care of your things properly, like Emily does?" Molly grabbed her sweater and flung it on a chair. The voice from the radio was the only one in the room. "Battle-weary Britons welcome more American soldiers today. They call our boys the Yanks. The Yanks bring hope to these tired English people. Everyone knows it's up to these Yanks to save England and the world from Hitler's threat." "Oh," said Emily suddenly, "that's not true." Everyone was startled. They looked at Emily. Her face was red. "I'm tired of hearing how America is winning the war when England has been fighting so much longer." "But it's true," said Molly. "England can't win the war without America. Our soldiers are stronger than yours." "Oh, you Americans," said Emily. You always have to have everything your own way. You think you're so important." "We are important," Molly began. But Mrs. McIntyre interrupted. "Girls," she said, "England and America are allies, remember? We're fighting together." She shook at her head at the girls. "I think you both are overtired and overexcited about this party. You two princesses take your imaginary dogs and go upstairs to bed. I'll come and tuck you in later." Molly and Emily stalked out of the room, too angry to look at each other. Molly kept thinking about her party while she was going to bed. Well, it was supposed to be her party. Now it was Emily's tea party. Molly threw a candy cup on the floor. "Don't," said Emily. "You'll ruin it." "Who cares?" said Molly. "Everything is already ruined. You ruined it. You and your dumb old tea party. I don't want milky tea and lemon tarts. I don't want to wear ugly old clothes. Food and clothes, that's all you ever worry about. Nothing important," said Emily. "You don't know anything about what war is really like. You don't know what's real. You think the princesses are out of a fairy tale. You pretend you have a dog and make game out of bombing. You're just a spoiled child who has to have everything her own way." "Spoiled?" said Molly. "I was going to let you share my whole birthday. Now I don't want you at the party. I'll let you talk me into doing everything the way you do in England. In England! I'm so sick of hearing about England. If England is so great, why don't you go back there?" Emily pulled the covers over her head. Molly thought she heard some sniffles, but she was too mad to care. "I gave in and gave in and gave in to Emily." She thought, "I'm not going to give in anymore. Tomorrow I'll tell Mom we're having a regular American birthday party and Emily's not invited." And with that thought, Molly pulled the covers over her head and tried to go to sleep. That's the end of that chapter. See you later.